moved and very touched. So I am an actor and a writer, a doula.
I'm a doula too.
You are? What are we going to have? We're going to connect. I'm wondering. And the thing that stood out for me, I'm just going to jump all over the place because that's what I do. My friends call me a pirate because I'm Portuguese from a little island off of Africa. And then I used to say, well, I'm a Renaissance girl because there's anything and everything that I do, but somebody said, you've worked too hard for it, you're a pioneer. And what I relate that to is being Appalachian and pioneer. And I've only recently started learning about the Appalachians, and there's an author that I really like from there. So anyway, the other thing I thought about was, as a child, I always wanted to write. I always wanted to dance. I danced in an Afro-Haitian dance troupe. So when you're talking about farming and moving with, you know, and I always wanted to act. And those were the three things that I always wanted to do. So I'm hearing you two talk about what you've always wanted to do and you're doing it.
I think this would be a good time for a question. What do you think?
Good.
Yeah, when we run out of a word,
Okay.
we don't know what this question will be. Or wait, you should draw the question, no?
Okay.
I think that's you who wins that day.
There's a lot of handwriting here, so. 50 may be the new 40. For crow's feet remain a concern. What does anyone have any special tricks for preventing crow's feet?
This question is open to the room.
Because
by the way.
I find that the foundation, you know,
Well, you can probably guess who asked
Well,
the question.
okay, so why don't we let the author, who happens to be
Yeah.
here, read this
Because I
question
was
out
writing it
loud for
on
us.
my rounded leg, which made it a little illegible. 50 maybe is a new 40, but crow's feet remain a concern. Does anyone have special tricks for preventing crow's feet from looking more obvious after the makeup is put on? Because that's what I find. So it's not so much taking the makeup off, but is there something that you put on before that will prevent the makeup from making the crow's feet more obvious?
Don't put makeup on, let the crow's feet show.
there you go.
There you go. And certainly don't do the old Preparation H thing from the 1950s.
Right?
That's probably a brilliant suggestion, because I get, even though I don't do makeup, I get asked for suggestions all the time, and I notice that that is a problem. So I tend to say, do a more dramatic liner, maybe a little more obvious eyeshadow. I find that women do their eyeshadow only from here up to this part of the eye, but then when the eye is open, you don't see any of that, so I tell them to go above, because I do find that it makes the crow's feet more obvious, and it collects in the lines. So while 50 may be considered the new 40, crow's feet are 50, no matter what the age is.
I think you're bringing up the overall overriding question, though, has to do with people's standards of beauty and aging.
Yes.
Is the overall, and that's crow's feet is the macrocosm question of that, is that we're in an age where we're youth obsessed, and you know, people are facelifting themselves where they don't even look human anymore.
I
And
find
then,
that
yeah, and they're whatever collagen and Botox and then plastic surgery and then makeup on top of that, and then you see your friend. I mean, it's happening to people that I grew up with, and I say, I don't even know who they are anymore. So we're, you know, I mean, makeup is one thing that happened in our evolution. Actually, I think it happened in Egypt with eyeliner.
Yeah.
And and you know, women adorned themselves to be more beautiful for men or for themselves, but I think we're getting to a place now, if you look at reality shows, or I mean, I look at people on the street in the meat packing district, which is, you know, I live in the village and I remember how it used to be, and I was thinking, these women now, there's like, I'm just saying women, men, maybe men too,
Right.
but their hair is not their color, neither is mine, but their is not their color, it's purple, and then they've got tons of makeup, they have Botox, and just their essence is really gone. It makes, for me, it makes, I know we're supposed to be positive, but it makes me very, very sad. I want to do something. I'm in the fashion business. I actually try to promote people just aging naturally. When I see a woman who hasn't done anything, and she's 70, I go, thank you for standing up for who you are. And I really don't know that many, except my mother.
Well, and remember, you
Yeah.
know, my